Hey guys, welcome back to the Somnium Files. We got another ending. Last time we did the Ota route ending, and there were a lot more feels, just like the episode before with Ota and his mom, and oh, it just really got me right up in here a lot, really bad. We also saw at the very tail end of that ending a little scene that showed Iris taking the knife from Mayumi. So I'm not really sure what that means. Anyways, this case isn't going to solve itself. Let's find more clues. Let's see what other crazy things are going to happen. Let's get a bunch more questions and probably no answers. At least not yet. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Leave a comment. I enjoy reading them, please. And thank you for being here. Bye. Let's go back to Sinking in the Vein. Okay, so let's try to remember.
A CRT.
What did we do? I don't remember. Did we hit it or did we spin the dial? Well, I think we probably hit it. It's probably the option that I wanted to do. So we're gonna spin the dial. If it's wrong, we'll just rewind. Hey, Will. I did hit it last time. Okay, that's what I thought. This sounds like me.
Stop!
Ooh.
Please!
Is that her mom?
What is this video?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
Oh. Oh.
What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
So, basically what we've seen right now, the faces of the victims, is public knowledge. But we can at least, at the very least, assume that Iris was following this case closely. Like, she was maybe fascinated by it.
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Okay. Strangle it is what we need to do. So let's go to this torso.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Choke it. It's gonna use 90 seconds. 45 seconds. We have a ×2 here. We can punch the mirror for 25 seconds.
A double door.
Let's try to open the door. Get rid of this negative timing here. It'll give us a 1/6.
It doesn't open.
Brilliant.
A torso.
Choke it. Her face.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
Okay. We're doing pretty good so far. Plenty of time left. Beat it to death is the next prompt. We have a TV, medicine bottle, and operating table. What are we trying to beat to death?
A drug bottle that holds some kind of liquid.
Liquid? Wait a minute. Liquid? Like the roofie that we gave to Renju? That Renju took before he got strangled to death? Let's, whoops. No, I don't want to use that.
A drug bottle
Let's
that
investigate it.
There is no label. I cannot determine what is inside.
It's probably dangerous.
I agree. We should not touch it if we do not know what it is. Even in Somnium, some things should not be done.
5 minutes
A
left,
drug bottle
Dante.
that holds...
We could smell it. But I don't know how this is going to help us to beat it to death. But I think learning what's inside this might be important.
A syrupy smell, like sweet almonds.
Syrup? You think they were baking a cake or something?
If it isn't syrup, it's nitroglycerin.
Why is that here?
Nitroglycerin reacts violently upon light impact. It needs to be mixed to lower its sensitivity.
Mixed with what?
Acetone.
Acetone?
It is best that we do not disturb this for now.
Right.
What?
A double door.
Okay. To the operating table.
An operating table.
Sleep, perform surgery, or investigate. We're gonna get more negative timies. Beat it to death. Operating table. Operating table. At the end of the when we did this previously, the end we saw her like kissing So Sejima. Was he on an operating table? But he had boobs? We still don't know what the heck that was all about. There's a gun. I don't think that's what we need. What do we beat to death? The TV? The mirror? There's only so many things we could...
An old television.
Actually... Oh, man. Maybe we have to do something with the operating table to, like, progress to be able to beat something.
It's an
If that makes sense. Let's investigate it.
The fabric on the surface is frayed. It appears to be in use despite its age.
They did surgery here?
Surgery or worse.
We're chopping up a body into bits and pieces.
4 minutes.
A double door.
Man, I don't know. What am I supposed to do?
It's an operating...
Perform surgery. But on what? Fuck it. We have retries.
Who do you intend I operate on?
Can you just pretend to do it?
Pretend to do it?
The gloves.
Nothing's happening. How disappointing.
Damn. I thought it might trigger a memory to recreate itself or something.
Perhaps you should abandon that line of thinking.
Fine.
3
Whatever.
minutes, Date.
Look, we're fine. We got this.
A double door?
We got this. Right, Justinian? Welcome, Justinian. Hope you're doing fantastically. Hope you're feeling well. Though I know you're feeling under the weather. And I'm sorry to hear that. But I hope you feel better soon. TV or mirror? Beat it to death. Let's just start hitting things, I guess. I don't know.
A full
Let's punch the mirror.
Are you sure I can break this mirror?
No, I don't think you have the strength to break it.
Then why did you ask me to? Pervert?
We did this already,
Just
and
punch
nothing
it, and
happened.
I'm not You see? It won't break.
What was the point of it?
Alright, I'm going to the TV. Oh god, I'm failing on this one so bad. I don't know what it wants me to do. Let's hit the TV. Well, that was something.
What is all this?
You have less than 2 minutes, Date.
Alright, no, I'm fine.
Television.
Let's turn the dial. It'll give us 1/6. So if that's not right, we can investigate it. Oh, jeez. Oh. Oh, God. One figure watching.
That video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
That was 6 years ago. How old is Iris? Again? "26", so she would have been 20 at the time of the original murders. It looked like she was the one who was possibly doing it, but then there was a male figure watching. So like maybe they made her do it somehow, or she willingly did it with somebody else for some reason.
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed.
Man.
The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
Shit. We're still on the second lock, and we have like a minute and a half left. We still have to beat it to death. I'm gonna go to the torso. I know it's far.
A torso similar to a fashion mannequin.
She's 18. Wait, what? Did I look at the wrong? What do you mean? Iris, 18. Oh, did I look at? Wait, who did I look at? Oh, her birthday? She's 18, so she would not have been 20. Okay, so she would have been 12. Let's punch the... Sorry, guys. I told you I'm tired. Let's punch the mannequin. Beat it to death. Caved its skull in.
I didn't get hit, did I?
There is no effect on your body, Date.
Hit my soul hard enough.
While you were unconscious, a television and an old book appeared.
I want to get off this ride.
If my calculations are correct, it will be over soon.
Let's hope you're right.
One more lock. Okay. Shoot to death. So we have the gun. Gas canister. Is there a bullet in the gun? Didn't we... I'm trying to remember. Did we find a bullet somewhere before? I think we found a bullet on the shelf. We're gonna need a bullet again? I only have 69 seconds. There's a gas canister. A gun.
A common...
Open the valve, kick or smell. I'm gonna try just opening the valve here. Just kidding.
It's rusted shut. I cannot open it.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
You have 1 minute left.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Jump, investigate. Jump.
Weekly Shonen?
Jump.
Don't say it.
I did the best I could. I am not a cyborg unless I cannot reach that height. This is not my fault.
Nobody's blaming you.
Okay, we need to be able to reach it. Somehow. Okay, I think I will go ahead and open the map here. Okay, so door, operating table, TV, mirror, medicine bottle, gas canister. Okay, well, if we could move the operating table, but there's so much stuff in the way. I feel like that's not correct. It's stuck to that pole there. Gas canister. Do we kick that, maybe? There's a reference book, too. Well, I don't think we're gonna have time to do this anyways, so... No matter what, I don't think it matters. Sleeping? That's not gonna work. Let's kick this.
A common...
Why not? Ouch.
Are you okay?
It hurts. I might not be able to stand for a while.
Don't give up. I believe in you.
Yeah, we did.
I believe that you are more of a sadist than you let on.
I feel like we did do that last time.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
I know. This is all very confusing. Well, let's go to the manual. The reference book. See what's there.
It is a thick book.
Throw it. Maybe throw it and knock the gun down. That will leave us with 5 seconds. Which is not enough time to do
Fly away
anything.
now. It disappeared.
Maybe it wasn't that special.
Okay.
Time's
Well, we did not learn much, did we? Let's go back. Okay,
Want to get
so
off?
If my...
Let's hope.
we have time, but I have no idea what to do. We just gotta try stuff that we haven't tried yet. Okay, should we go back to the gun?
An old-fashioned TV?
I don't think that's it. What can we do with this gun
4
again?
minutes.
Investigate it?
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Let's investigate.
It is a pistol. It appears to be fixed with a vise.
Why would this be here?
What's this? The trigger. There is a stick in the hole of the trigger guard.
That's suspicious.
Okay. Well, what the heck am I supposed to do?
A drug bottle that...
Chug the liquid? I mean, at this point, I'm willing to try anything. At the very least, we could see what it looks like when she does
Do
it.
not pressure me, Date,
Pressure you?
into drinking alcohol.
Is it alcohol?
Well, unknown.
This is for an investigation. I'm ordering you to drink it.
You are exploiting your position of power. I will set up a labor union.
An AI labor union? Sounds dystopian.
I won't drink it.
Fine.
Okay, so she refuses. So we can sleep on the operating table.
A full...
We can look at the mirror, maybe.
A torso in the reflection.
A torso? Not you?
Is there any meaning to this?
I can't say. But what is going on?
This is so tricky. Why is this so
3
hard?
minutes, Date.
A
It's gonna be the last thing that I do. Okay, so we tried kicking it, opening the valve, had no effect. I guess we'll try smelling it.
The smell tingles, like sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour pork?
A ketone. Perhaps acetone?
Acetone? Acet? Some relation to Iris?
I cannot determine that with the evidence we have. More than likely, it is coincident.
That's creepy, isn't it?
An opera...
Let's sleep.
How does it feel?
Awful. Am I going to be killed? Modified? I'm restless. I can't take the suspense.
Do you think they'll modify you into a grasshopper or a spider?
Whichever one can reach me to that gun.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay. We are running out of things to try here.
An old-fashioned...
Investigate the TV.
How is it?
Nothing pops out, even with me crossing my eyes.
What do you see without the filter?
Static.
What in the world?
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
What is left? A reference book?
It is a thick book.
So when we threw it, it just disappeared and it was no longer usable. So I figured like they wouldn't make that the thing that we need to do anything with, because we kind of like locked ourselves out of progressing further by throwing it. But maybe we do need to do something with this. And if you throw it, you just have to retry. I don't know.
It has not been well preserved. Most of the ink has faded.
Can you tell what kind of book it is?
It is probably a book on... insects! It's a book on insects!
This is not useful!
Don't get excited. I know how you love bugs. Does this book belong to Iris?
Okay, well, whether it was useful or not, I'm glad that we selected this.
I didn't know she liked insects, and to read the book so often that it wears out.
Well, we can't prove it's Iris's.
True. We cannot conclude anything.
Okay, what in the actual fuck?
An illustrated...
Let's rip it.
This'll be easy. It's more brittle than crumbly cheese. Oh, it disappeared.
Melted down like a grilled cheese.
Oh, grilled cheese. That sounds so good. What have we not tried yet?
A full body mirror.
We haven't tried talking to the mirror. I think we did try talking to it in the when we did this the previous time though.
Can you talk?
Can you talk?
Oh my god.
What? Don't copy me.
What? Don't copy me.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Pervert. Date is a pervert.
Why do I have to get called a pervert? And twice?
I thought we were on to something. So we did everything with everything here except the TV.
An old
Turn that dial. Man.
Please. Help me. Help me.
Ooh. So again, the blue figure committing the act with the red one watching.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
You have 1 minute left.
Locker.
Just a locker.
Open it.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
It's like one of those contraptions that people make online. I learned what it's called, but I forgot now. Rube Goldberg. Yeah, that thing. Still going. What does this mean? Oh, that's how we shoot the gun? Wow.
that is...
Oh, gee. Oh. Oh. Oh, man. Hi, Date.
What happened in that Somnium?
Some shit. Okay, so I was okay, so I'm gonna guess. You know, I kind of jokingly said, and like, there's still no concrete answers here. But I kind of jokingly said early on, if you guys remember, that Date was the original Cyclops killer. And after I said that, I was like, huh, that would be pretty good if he was. So this whole time I've been kind of like having that as pretty much my main guess as to what was going on 6 years ago. Him losing the eye, boss saying that it's impossible that the Cyclops killer is back. They couldn't be like doing these murders. It looks like he was involved. But they're definitely hinting at that very strongly right here, that he was the red figure looking on. The blue figure who was doing the killing couldn't be Iris because she would have been 12. I mean, I guess technically it could be, but my thought is that it was Hitomi. I'm not sure why Iris knows what happened. Did her mom tell her? Or some, you know, did her mom leave evidence behind? Did she pry on her own and figure out? So, man, I don't know. I don't know. I have like a lot of thoughts everywhere, but I don't. They're not connecting yet. They're not connecting yet. Like, it could be that Iris is involved somehow. It could be that she is the Cyclops killer this time. She's like following in her mother's footsteps and her father's, because I am assuming, I've been assuming for a while, or thinking that it's a possibility that Iris is Date's daughter. That would make Sosajima her grandfather, if Sosajima is Date's father. But what I'm wondering is, Date, like, he doesn't remember 6 years ago. Does that mean, if he is family with Hitomi and Iris, does that mean they also don't have memories from 6 years ago? Or like, what's going on here? You know, like, what is actually going on? Huh. I mean, the evidence is pointing to her. Are there two people again this time? Is Hitomi the one watching and Iris is the one doing the stuff now? Oh man, okay, there's still so many things to be answered. So many things to be revealed. Like motives. What is the motive? Okay, so why was Sosajima, like, why these victims? Who was in the polar bear outfit? I'm just gonna keep going. I'm trying to put it all together and I can't. Like, Okay, so assuming that Iris like just took the van. Iris took the van. Nobody kidnapped her. She took the van. She stopped at So's mansion, picked him up. Whether, you know, he willingly came with her, or she tricked him for somehow or something. And then, I mean, he could have been the polar bear, but he could have been working with her. But then why would he be the next victim? Like, I don't know, man. Or am I totally wrong? I could be totally wrong, but we definitely saw Date's reflection in the mirror. That's what we do know for certain. That's all we know for certain right now. And the other ending of this Somnium, we saw the fourth victim's body on the stretcher with So Sejima's face. And So Sejima is kind of the fourth victim? If you count Iris as being a victim as the third? So maybe that's why his face was on that body? Anyways. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we can assume that Eye of Thanatos, but we can also, I mean, there's other possibilities of how that blood got there. As for my point of view, as someone who's never played the game, we don't know 100% how the blood got there mixed with Oda's. Like, somebody could have got his blood previously, put it in a vial, and then just, you know, there's no, like, proof that he was physically there. There's no polar bear yet, because we haven't gotten to that part of the story yet. This is still before the warehouse stuff happens. So that's why it's tricky. You gotta remember, when you go back, you have to remember what's happened and what hasn't yet. So if Iris gets kidnapped in this timeline, it hasn't happened yet.
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
Okay.
That means...
the murders that occurred 6 years ago.
It's gotta be Hitomi and Date. But why would they want to kill everybody except for Iris? The people who actually died are all involved with the Kumakuras. I know that's gotta be significant. And the original person who was in charge of the Kumakuras back then is gone. So the person who would like remember Date being involved in with them as well, if he was back in the past, which I assume he probably was, the person who would recognize him is gone.
Are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium?
No. That means the person who killed them was...
Wait. I thought maybe this Date here was oh, it says blue figure. Okay, so I thought it was the red figure. I thought he was watching, but now I see there's blood and that it actually says blue figure. I'm still not ruling out the possibility that Date has a twin. But so if he was doing the killing, Like I said, he's the original one. Then who's the blue figure? So Sejima? I mean the red figure. Man, this is juicy. Juicy.
Date, can you turn on the TV? Videodrone is about to start.
What's Videodrone?
You haven't seen Videodrone? It's a cult classic.
I haven't seen it, and that's not a TV anyway.
Videodrone. Is that like a reference to something? The fuck?
Hey, did you hear something just now?
It must be in your head.
What? Peter looks like his usual self. Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris's Somnium?
The Sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes a subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all.
About the original Cyclops killer.
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
The government took it over and dropped it. And who's part of the government? Sorry. Who's part of the government? So Sejima. Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris' Somnium?
It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memory. This can be expressed. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. Those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in Somnium earlier...
Yes, I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
So maybe she was the red figure watching. Every time. Wouldn't have been an accident. The red figure from the sink.
In the Somnium earlier, I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
Or she.
I wouldn't know.
About the original and new incidents.
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection. Between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Why? Because I'm standing right here in front of you?
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
So Date's a psychopathic murderer. But then wouldn't that mean that... And then they're repressing his memories with the medication and just using him. Are all memories real?
Peter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
Okay. Alright. Less thinking, more progress. Boss has a serious look on her face. Blue figure. One committing the crimes.
Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah,
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
right.
Did they
Did
not...
you see him? He was...
I saw your face.
Okay, so they did see.
The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer. You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
If you could control him, maybe?
You interrogated Iris before the sink. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Likely story. Why did the original Cyclops killer appear in Iris's Somnium?
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all four?
Fun, father-daughter time. Bonding, you know? What about the original Cyclops serial killings?
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Really?
Really.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you? About the original Cyclops serial killings?
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
Summary. I didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grows deeper. Pewter shook me from my
Date,
thoughts.
it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
I headed to the sink room.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
Dream? What dream?
There is no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sink does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
Then what about the Cyclops killer? From 6 years ago.
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't know anything specific about it.
You don't?
No.
What about the scene of the murder?
She's lying. Or she doesn't remember the memories that she has in her brain. Like Date.
I don't know. I've never been there.
But...
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
Huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. The law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
I mean, we found some shit. We found some shit. Oh, man.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
I don't
What do you
remember
think?
if we went to Marble with her last time.
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
I guess when we get there, I might remember. Iris nodded and pulled out her phone. Is she sending a Nile message to someone? I was curious, but I didn't want to pry. I turned the wheel and drove to Marble. Vroom vroom. When we walked in, I didn't see Mama anywhere. To my surprise, I saw Ota sitting at the counter.
Tessa!
Oh, Ota!
Yeah, I don't remember doing this before. We went to the diner last time. Okay, flyer. Poster. Doesn't look like there's anything new. You called Ota here?
No, I didn't tell him to come. He just showed up on his own.
Looks like he's bothered by something. Never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marble, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Where's Mama?
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers ever since she opened Marble. What was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota.
Right. That thing.
It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing, that you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay? But before I tell you, who's that?
What?
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
What? Not a walk this time? A taser? Okay, so now we're going to the... Okay. Okay. Now are we gonna be at the warehouse again? When I woke up, I was lying on the sofa.
Where am I?
My head was killing me and my memory was foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. I shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster staring back at me. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
Looks like you're awake now.
As Mama spoke to me, it all came rushing back. I remembered everything. I think I'm out of water, Shumrai. We're gonna have to take a break. Where's Ota?
Ota? The boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
My power was shut down due to the stun gun. I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
Oh, this time she didn't record anything. She didn't see anything, huh? What time is it?
It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Why didn't you wake me up? Probably tried.
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle. Just like the old days.
Date, the boss is calling.
The live stream?
How am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency. Just now, the killer... Well, just watch the video. I sent the address to Iba.
Okay. Oh, man.
Iris.
Still so many questions.
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Iba, the source.
Identify. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Okiura?
Date, focus. We need to get to the site, now.
I thanked Mama and ran out of marble. Here we go again, guys. Here we go again. How's it gonna play out this time?
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here. 20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time. That sick bastard!
Guessing it's gonna play out pretty much the same right here.
Tessa! Hold on! I'll save you!
Ota!
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
I kept my foot to the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat on my palms. The engine raised a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding in my ears, shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed. Love this music.
No, it can't be.
Wait.
No.
This is different!
Stop!
What?! Where's Ota? Is he dead too? Or is he still stabbed? And just injured? Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? What the fuck is... What? I'm so fucking confused right now. That is not what we just saw happen.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you. It's rare to see you down like this, but it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you? Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right? Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks? Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed murder-suicide. Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
Yeah, HQ, that would be very convenient if that's what everybody thought and we just closed the case, wouldn't it be? Wait, so she was chopped in half? Like, I couldn't really tell. They showed her body, like, in the back, right? But...
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other two murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko.
None of this makes sense. I
Those
thought I was
three
having a
murders
good
were
handle
definitely
on it, but
executed
now
by
they
the same
just...
person.
They threw this... They threw this wrench in my whole... ideas here.
The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit.
But nothing fits.
Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
So in this one, they both die. The other one, they both survive. And so Sejima dies. What? 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 Boobies. Ota had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it, making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's father?
Ota had no incentive to kill Shoko.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Ota's behavior during the video.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream.
Okay. So there was a third person, He and Ota got into a fight. He knocked Ota out, and then he put Ota in the polar bear costume after the stream was off and pulled the lever and just took off.
If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice-cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
What about the polar bear costume?
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no purpose.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Okay, so that lines up. But in the previous scenario, it was the floral kitchen knife, Mayumi's, and we know how it ended up there because Iris took it. But this time, Mayumi's not in this at all. I mean, we might go there and find the chocolate when we investigate, but so far, no.
Are you sure?
I am.
I told the boss what Aiba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well?
Ota could have stabbed himself.
I'm starting to not trust her at all.
Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice-cutting machine.
Then, shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Well, I wasn't being serious. I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning. I was just playing devil's advocate for HQ.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
What do you think happened?
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene.
We're not going to be able to do a mind sync with Ota this time around, so I wonder who it's going to be.
That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy. The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice-cutting machine. And then...
Sorry, I was zoning out. I was thinking about everything. Okay. He rushed to the scene. That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed. He was weakened, and the culprit's mercy, the culprit forced him into the costume. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Then, who is the culprit?
I don't know. So Sejima.
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
So Sejima?
Connections.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Okay. Mayumi?
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju. Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either.
It's not Mayumi.
And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her, and above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him.
Okay, Renju and Shoko's daughter, Mizuki.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renju were her parents, And she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them. Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
She is pretty strong though. She can hold her own. Iris's mother, Hitomi.
Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked. They were high school classmates. And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me.
Moma Kumakura.
Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
Congressman So Sajima.
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras. But again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Unless she's his granddaughter. Me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No, now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events. And if I start doubting myself now...
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer. I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation. Do whatever it takes to get the culprit, to get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.